Hey guys, how you doing? It's Mike here. So, I wanted to talk about a couple things today. Wanted to talk about how times are now compared to how they were when I was a kid, and boy, they're different. I work in the retail industry. I work in the clothing retail industry. You probably heard of it. I work for American Eagle Outfitters, and I've been doing this for about. I've been working in that industry for about maybe 13 years, and it's totally different, man. You could, as you progress throughout the years, you could definitely see how generations change, how people change, just customers, the youth, big changes now. You could definitely, people have always been materialistic, and they've always been selfish. But I could definitely see the big difference these days on how, I'm considered a millennial, but I'm considered, the first of the millennials, the first, first wave of millennials. And I don't consider myself to fit in with them, not one bit, because working in the retail industry, especially the clothing retail industry, you definitely see how teenagers now, the really super young adults that are 18 to maybe 22, 23 years old, how they act. And I feel that when I was, between the age range of 16 to 21, I had a totally different mindset compared to the youth now. I'm in my, I'm almost to 30. I'm pretty close. And, um, I feel like the work ethic when I was a kid was so much more different than it is now with this new generation, the new wave of the generation coming up. And it's so different, man. You just see that these new wave of millennials don't even want to come to work but still want to get paid. They want to live that welfare life, basically. Not that I'm saying there's anything wrong with living off welfare. I don't. But there's nothing wrong with it, especially if you truly need it. But if you're someone who is able bodied, of sound mind, that can definitely go out there and work and earn for a living, then you should go do it, just like everybody else. Obviously, you know how I feel about that money is, it really is a root of all evil. And that money should be something that never existed. I know I've spoken in several videos before that I feel, you know, goods and services should be exactly what this world needs, because not only would it help us all interact to become closer, to be close, to be neighbors, true neighbors, not just someone that you walk, down the driveway and, give them a big wave and just smile at them, and that's the only interaction you have with them. So, that's the new wave of millennials are definitely like that. They, the opposite of that, excuse me. They just want to stay home and get paid, and they don't know the meaning of hard work. They don't know what it means to actually push yourself and just, at the end of the day, be proud. Look back on your day and be proud of what you did, what you accomplished that day. Hell, what you accomplished for the week, the month, the year. Every birthday you should be able to look back and reflect on all the good things you did towards people, the good things you did for yourself. But the new wave of millennials don't care about that. What they care about is the new iPhone that they just got. You know, uh, girls they're gonna hook up with, guys that they think are cute, celebrities that they can't wait to see. The most irrelevant things that shouldn't matter to anybody. And I'm not saying that it's wrong to have, you know, hobbies or things that you enjoy doing, but you should definitely not let them obsess and take over your life, because then you're not really living your life. You're living through someone else's initiatives and someone else's perspectives that aren't really your own, you know? And that's something that's just been weighing on my mind and I've been wanting to talk about. I'm very close to getting out of this industry of clothing retail. Like I said, I'm almost to my 30s and I'm going to a new industry soon. I'm going to school for it. And I can't wait. I can't wait because I've been doing this kind of job since I was 16 and it stopped being fun a long time ago. You know, I've pretty much done everything that you could do except be a store manager. I'm currently an assistant manager, but just with that, you've pretty much been in the ins and outs after you've been doing it for as long as I have. And, you know, when I first started in the industry, work ethic was so much different compared to now. Kids now that, you know, I hire and I work with are just lazy. And if I want to keep the line of work that I'm in and make the money I'm in to make a living, I have to make up the work that they're not willing to do. And that's just the way it is. I get upset about it, but I have no choice. Another thing I wanted to talk about was the Las Vegas thing that just happened. Um, you know, I noticed that people are starting to wake up a little more. They're starting to look into a lot of things that don't make sense with what happened that day, that night. And yeah, people are starting to wake up, but they're only waking up to the surface of the onion and they need to go deeper. But the thing is, the hardest leap to make into what the truth is you have to look past your own beliefs, not just from what you are told in the news, but what you've been taught from childhood, whether it's your religious beliefs or it's what society tells you is right and what is wrong. Because there are things that society tells you are right that just aren't. And you have to look within yourself to know what's right and what's definitely wrong. Such as adultery. Adultery is seen as something just plain Jane, everybody does it, it's cool. It's not. Hearts get broken, people get hurt, and you don't care. You just move on to the next person or to whatever is going to fill your needs that you feel is necessary. And it's just not right, guys. Look within yourselves, spill your blood over your tent, and you'll see that things will open up for you, things that you never realized. And you know, it's almost 2019. Soon we'll be home. We'll come back, we'll change things, and we will make this place a hell of a lot better than it is now. And brother, sister, I'm just looking forward to that. I'm ready to get rid of all this fucking bullshit, man.